this God I knew with another lecture. This one is Reconnecting the Civilizations of the Ancestors. I'm about to show y'all a lot of physical evidence, not a bunch of rhetoric, proving that these was the same people, the same customs, using the same symbolism in maybe slightly different ways. Alright. So these are some of the areas I'm going to generally deal with. I'm going to go off into some more briefly, but these are the ones I'm generally going to deal with. Mesoamerica, the Mayas and the Aztecs, etc. The Inca region, the Nile Valley culture, Mesopotamia, the Hongo River region, and the Indus River region. So we all are pretty much familiar with this. Some people aren't familiar with their geographical location and distance. And we have here the Mayan and the Balinese. You can already see the similarities. This is some of the stuff I'm finna get into. I promise y'all ain't seen none of this shit nowhere else. Some of it you might have, some of it I know for a fact you ain't seen it though. So here go Indonesia, Mexico, Egypt, the Mayan and the Balinese. Same thing, same step pyramid, step temple design. There it goes again. Same thing. See the entrance, see the entrance, see the face above. Then we got Guatemala and Cambodia. Same design, same people. Same measurements. You got 1, 2, 3, and on the 4th floor they cut it off. It's the same thing. This is the same people. Here we got the Mayan. Look at the elephant. The elephant isn't even indigenous to the area where the Mayans are, so how else would they know what an elephant looked like? It's not a woolly mammoth. And I got this from the General Saraseti. It's exactly what I just said. The fact that there is no elephants in the Americas is another testimony of the African origin of America's early civilizations. Now, this is in a museum. They took that right off the Mayan civilization. They should have left it where it was at. Again, these are the same temples I was showing earlier. You look at the end of the temples, same thing, different representation. Look at it, it's the same thing. See the face? See the face? Just a different representation. It's the inside of a Mayan temple. Black folks. Don't see no Mexicans. No Caucasians. Inside of another temple. Black folks. Now we're finna get into some of the Incan and Egyptian similarities. Look at the distance between the two. You got the gold burial mask with the chains. We always stay fresh, even to this day. Now you got the Egyptian step pyramids and the progressive form. And then you got the Inca or the pre-Inca pyramids, and a lot of people say that there was no progressive period in the Inca civilization or the Mayas or whatever. But you could tell that these two are made out of two different kinds of sands and stones. So they did go through I guess you could say a rough patch trying to learn how to use the different materials in the land that was in. But it still came out at the end of the day, same thing. Look at the structure. It's the same thing. There it is again. You can even see the serpent symbolism on top of the door. Same thing, different representation. Here we go again. Same thing. Ocean separated. A lot of people want to talk about how was they built. They built the same way. It's the same thing. You see how the stones are interlocked? It's the same thing. Same archaeology, same architectural techniques. Same shit. Here go the pre-Inca, here go the Egyptian. Same thing, same designs, same craft work. They go to Mayan, same craft work. There we go again. Same architecture. This is undeniable. Again, same architecture. See how the stones fit in place? Same thing. Even the same craftswork that went into interlocking the stones. Same thing. Same stone masonry. Two different civilizations, same people. Here we go again. Same architectural. There we go again. Same way they interlocked the stones, the same way they did it when they came over there. You got the pre-Inca sarcophagus and the Egyptian sarcophagus. Got the Egyptian mummy and the Inca mummy. See the orange cross? Same traditions, same people. Now I know a lot of people ain't seen these. These are those little mini mummies you see when you look at the certain pictures of Egyptian tombs. Same thing in El Salvador, different representation. Same thing. We always stay fly. Same representation. Excuse me, different representation, same thing. Same people. And I got this from the General Sarah City also. The Aztec priest and Krishna, meaning literally it means the black one. As we go here, look at the pre-Inca and the Egyptian. See the sun worship? Right in the middle of the forehead. Here it go again. Just in case you don't believe me. Here it goes again. Just in case you don't believe me. This is undeniable. taking the culture everywhere we went. Now they done took the Inca obelisk and hid it in the museum. A lot of people don't even know it exists. Oh, they exist. Right next to the Egyptian obelisk. Same thing. Same kind of boats made out of reeds. Same thing. Same people. Same serpent symbolism. Different representation. Then you got the pre-Inca and Egyptian artwork. Same thing, different representation, and the same symmetric. You can cut both of these right down the middle. The same symmetric artwork. Then you got the third eye symbolism. Two different points of the world. Here you got Buddha riding the turtle. What the mind doing? Riding the goddamn turtle. Doing the same thing. Different representation. Look at this African. Little African statue riding a turtle. Different representation. And here we got Bolivia and Turkey. Same religious icon above the doorway. We took that everywhere. Here it is in ancient Egypt. You can go on to ancient Samaria, Persia, India, Norse, Afghanistan. There it is again in ancient Egypt. Sumerian, Persia, different way. Mesoamerica, India, the ancient Navajos, ancient Indies, ancient Italy. I'm telling y'all, man. Here we go again. Two different sides of the world. You see him holding. Not sure what that is in his hand, but you see them both holding it. This is the same person. This is the same thing, the same culture. And you got the Egyptian floating deities. Same thing with the Inca. These are the only two places in the world you see these floating people. Now, this is where I get really into the nitpicking. I know a lot of y'all ain't never seen this, but this is the these are Paleolithic petroglyphs from the Chukotka region of northeastern Siberia depicting sea vessels and mushroom-headed figures. Now you see the sea vessels, see the mushroom-headed figures. That's what y'all gotta remember. Now you got this little Mayan figure, a little red top mushroom with the white polka dots, occurs frequently in Hungarian folk tales, usually in connection with little dwarfs who live under them. Now this is found in western Mexico, dated 100 CE, depicting a little person sitting under a Amanita mushroom. And you got this Mayan figure of a bearded-like gnome wearing an upside-down hat. All it is an upside-down mushroom. When you see them mention dwarves or anything like that, 9 times out of 10, they are referring to the Twa people. Now above are 2 of the 9 miniature mushroom stones found buried together in a Maya tomb. And you see this, the miniature stones or soma stones used in the preparation of a ritual mushroom beverage. They used to crush the mushrooms and make this soma juice out of it. probably caused all kinds of hallucinations and shit like that. Here we got the same thing in the Hindu culture. See the mushroom? See the mushroom? See the mushrooms? You see them? We have drunk the soma and become immortal. We have attained the light and found the gods. Come on, man. Come on. Let's go back. But this is the Maya. This is what they used to make the drink that these people was drinking. It's the same thing, same customs. It's undeniable. See the mushroom? Undeniable. Here we go again. Above are the female fertility figurines from India, the Harappa or Indus Valley civilization, that encode the Amanita mushroom and the headdress of the earth goddess named Maya. This is the earth goddess named Maya. And you see this? You see this? You see this? These are the mushrooms. Let's keep going. Y'all think it's a game. Now, you see the Mayan figurine? The figurine wears a headdress encoded with the Amanita mushroom. Boom. Even up here, you can see that they mixed it in with the jaguar mask. Now, just for the sake of context and understanding, we're gonna call this right here the saint symbol. We ain't gonna call it the French name. But this is in India. The elaborate temple doorway is believed to be a portal guarded by a deity of the underworld associated with death and underworld resurrection. The portal door encodes dual serpents. Dual serpents. Boom. Same saint symbol. In ancient art of India and China, symbolizes a divine portal, nirvana, an esoteric metaphor for the tree of life. Gotta remember that it's an esoteric metaphor for the tree of life and the mushroom of immortality. Above is a carving from India of the Buddha meditating in a portal under the saint symbol. Now let's see what's up. Mesoamerica, same symbol. Persian Empire, same symbol. Mesoamerica, same symbol. We don't care that the white folks use. That ain't what we're here to talk about. Footprints of the Buddha, encoded with the same saint symbol. And it's also encoded with the swastika. The swastika. Now, a lot of people are unfamiliar with the origins of the swastika because they don't want us to know the origins of the swastika. They don't want us to know how old the swastika really is. So let's talk about the swastika. The earliest swastika ever found was uncovered in Mazin, Ukraine, carved on an ivory figurine which dates an incredible 12,000 years. And one of the earliest cultures that are known to have used the swastika was a Neolithic culture in Southern Europe. A Neolithic culture in Southern Europe, in the area that is now Serbia, Bosnia, known as the Vinca culture, which dates back around 8,000 years. In Buddhism, the swastika is a symbol of good fortune, prosperity, abundance, and eternity. It is directly related to Buddha and can be found carved on statues on the soles of his feet and on his heart. It is said that it contains Buddha's mind. Now let's look up this. African owners of Europe, the so-called Grimaldi, a nation of black Africans, were the first modern human nation to arrive in Europe. Their significance has always been clouded by the funny, whatever used to designate them, i.e. Grimaldi or Neolithic man, etc. The reason for this being that many modern European historians steeped in the pervasive racism of their culture, would earnestly wish away the significance of the Grimaldi and the founding role of Africans in the making of Europe and its present-day inhabitants. The founding of Europe by Africans is one of those inconvenient historical facts that completely make a mess of the Eurocentric matrix of world history as developed by the Western culture. They left Africa in waves of migratory movements beginning as far as the Cape of South Africa. They were in Europe as early as 45,000 years ago. On their way, most of them stopped and settled, developed many nations in Africa. Many of those nations founded the groupings that currently exist in modern states of Central, West, and North Africa. The Grimaldi brought the first material culture to Europe, evidence of which they left all over Southern Europe. These include artifacts such as gemstones, pendants, stone implements, and symbols of whatever got cut out. But we get the point. So here goes where our swastika ended up in India, Russia, Germany, Iraq, Peru, Iran, Italy, Israel, Japan, Ethiopia, even in the Aztecs. I think it's a game, man. I think it's a game. Here it is on Buddha. Now back to this. As the story goes, Buddha becomes enlightened while sitting under the Bodhi tree. The word Bodhi, which means enlightenment, is, I believe, a metaphorical reference to the sacred mushroom and the tree of life, or tree of knowledge. It should be noted that Buddha eventually reaches enlightenment or nirvana under this tree, but only after he dies from eating a mushroom. You can see Buddha sitting under the mushroom, just like I showed you a couple of slides back. The Mayan was. It goes, I ain't forget about the Olmecs. Same thing. Sitting right under the mushroom. Here we go in Egypt. What's these? Goddamn mushrooms. Think it's a game. Now above are drawings of petroglyphs, rock art found on Easter Island. And look at these. And you can see this is the artist's rendition of this. Go ahead and keep going. Same thing found in India. This is the artist's rendition of what was found on Easter Island. This is the same thing as the Mayan glyph for Venus. Come on, man. All of this is just a coincidence to white folks. Now look at this Easter Island head. Why you ain't never seen this one? Can't tell me that ain't no Negro. You look like my uncle. Then you got this found in Fremont, McKee Springs. This is in California. This is an ancient petroglyph. See him holding the mushroom? See him with the saint symbol on his head? Come on, man. Come on. Look at the Olmec, saint symbol on his head. Olmec ruler or deity wearing a helmet crown with trefoil element reminiscent of the old world saint symbol. The old world is, you know what that is. Same thing in Samaria. See the symbol? See the symbol? It's the same thing. We took the culture everywhere. Same thing. Same thing. Here we go again. This is the Assyrian king. Where's the helmet with the same symbol, symbolizing divinity and lordship and the Trinity of gods. Now note the esoteric symbolism of the number 3 encoded in the branches of the tree of life. Also note the saint symbol has been encoded at the base of the tree of life as an esoteric symbol of immortality and divine resurrection. Same thing that the Buddha was talking about. One can find numerous legends and myths of the tree of life that relate to the events. I don't know about that in the Old Testament. I'm gonna leave that for the biblical scholars. Same thing in Maya. It's a drawing of a Olmec stone cell portraying a winged deity or god crown. And this is Assyrian. So this is Mayan. I mean, Olmec look Mayan. And this is Assyrian. Same thing. You see the wings? See the wings? See the same symbol? Come on. Same thing. It's the same thing, same people. Above is a Olmec jade figurine that depicts the familiar Olmec snarl, symbolism of the underworld jaguar god. That's where the Mayans got it from. You can even see the pine cone for the symbolism. You see the pine cone for the pineal gland? Come on, man. You telling me everybody just came up with the same shit? This is a pre-classic Olmec. Same thing. Come on, man. It depicts a feline god king crowned with a stylized, who uses that word, saint symbol encoded in the headdress. Now this is in Mexico. See the mushroom on the side of his face? Same thing in India. Same thing. Same thing. See the same symbol? Come on. I'm almost through. We go to Zapotec, Olmec, got the Zhongnu Empire. Same thing. These the same folks. Even the Mongols was wearing that shit. Last one. Everywhere. Same thing. You got them right here. Tell me, there wasn't no place on this planet where we didn't leave a trace. I want to thank y'all for watching. Reconnecting the civilization of the ancestors. This is part 1. I want y'all to look out for part 2.
Greatest B-boy of all time, started from small crimes where others had big tops. I was slinging small dimes, trying to make the come up. The blow used to numb up a few G's a week.